Hey guys, Brian with Fort Knox Company, and I want to make a little video here because the family and I recently stayed at one of the cabins at Pirates Cove in Needles, California, and we wanted to show you guys what it was like, what kind of stuff they had there, and what the insides of these places look like, because we couldn't really find nothing online, and I figured we got to let people know, show you guys what it looks like inside, and give you a little tour of the whole place. So check it out. So real quick, the reason I made this video really is because we were looking online and we have some small kids and we wanted to make sure that when we took them out, we're not really ready to camp in tents yet because they're only a couple years old. But I heard that they have these cabins down there at Pirates Cove, and I didn't really know what was in it though. I didn't know how much I needed to bring. I didn't know what to expect when I got there. And with all the research, even on their own website, I couldn't really find any good videos of what was actually inside these places. So I found some stuff off other people's pictures that they had posted, but I saw that when I went there, I was like, I gotta make a little video and show people what's actually inside because people are missing out. Spoiler alert, we weren't disappointed. It was really nice. I want to make a video showing you guys what the inside was like. I'll show you a little video also about what we saw when we got there and how we kind of navigated the whole place. Just a little overview, but really here at the video, I'll show you a full inside view of what you can expect when you rent one of their little cabins, either by the beach or by the dock or the marina. It's pretty much on the water as well. So I'll show you guys a video of that, do a little walkthrough of the area, and hope you guys like the video. Definitely take your family out there. It's on the Colorado River. It's right in Needles, California off the 40 freeway. So real easy to get to here from Vegas. And check it out. I'll show you guys what the inside looks like. It's really nice. So coming off the 40 freeway, it's an exit right before you get to Topot Gorge. Right when you hop off, it's the only road. It's gonna drop you right into the park. And when you get to the little four-way stop sign there, there'll be a big old sign right in front of you. Right here at the stop sign to your right is actually gonna be where all the open parking is in the dirt lot. And then straight ahead will take you to their little convenience store. We didn't know this when we went in. This is the first time actually driving around there during the day, so I had to kind of figure out my way around, but luckily it wasn't too crowded. You're gonna follow that street straight in, and then like I said, right ahead is gonna be your little convenience store, and you'll be able to see the marina right there. Once you see the convenience store, you just make a left, and there's a little tiny building. Again, I didn't know this, so I had to kind of figure it out, but there's this little building right there, and it has this little crossing guard arms that you stop in front of. That's where you're actually gonna check in, get your room key, let them know that you're there, and then you're gonna go back across, like I said, to the right, and you're gonna have your open parking lot. That's where you can park your trailer, you can park your vehicles, there's lots of parking there. We were really lucky, we got one of the cabins right up front. I think it was like the third from the right. And there's all this parking there for your vehicles. You can drop the trailer in the dirt. There's more cabins off to the far end. Those are some of the beachfront cabins. In between those two cabins is gonna be your restaurant and a little bit more like amenities there. But where we stayed was actually right next to the dirt lot, and we were able to park our truck and our boat and see it from the balcony on our little cabin. We were in the cabin third from the right. We were looking right into the marina or in the docks. So here's a little overview of the whole place. You can see all the parking, you can see all the slips for the boats. When you enter and you go in and you make that left to go check in at that little building, that's actually where you're gonna go to head to their launch ramp. You go through the gates, they'll let you in, you make a quick right, and then just up the road is your parking for all your trailers. They have some dry parking there, and then you can actually launch your boat. Looks like there's an easy 4 or 5 ramps that you can actually get your boat in on. We had no problem launching here. This was not a holiday weekend, so there was lots of space, but I think you could like I said, easily put 4 or 5 trailers back there at the same time, as long as everybody knows what they're doing. But it's a nice little private launch ramp, really easy to get to. Everybody there was super helpful, and I didn't know which way I was going, so they just directed me, and it was really easy to find. Once you leave the launch ramp, you're gonna make a quick right. You're gonna go right down there through the water. You'll be passing up all the boat slips. Boat slips were nice and spacious. We could see our cabin right from where we had parked. They actually let you pick a slip that you wanna park your boat in overnight. If you have one of the cabins, it comes with it in the price. That was something that I didn't know. It was really good to find that out. Once you pass the slips, you're gonna pass their little private beach and that food and bar area. That's right in the middle of their resort. And on the other side is the cabins that are actually the beachfront cabins. They are pretty nice because you are right on the beach. You can park your boat right in front of your cabin. You can walk maybe 15, 20 feet and be right on your boat. But where we were at wasn't too bad either. We could walk right down to the beach. It's a nice protected area, so even if it's a little windy, the water stays really smooth and clean. This is just a little better view of those cabins that are on the beachfront. You can literally park right in front of where you're sleeping. And I believe they let you keep the boats there overnight. So we didn't opt for that. We actually got one of the cabins that were over by the marina, but we found out they were pretty close to the water anyways. As you head out, that little channel looks like it's all man-made. A lot of really nice, clean beach. So there's plenty of parking. It's 5 mile an hour, no wake zone. So you just cruise out. And if you want to, a lot of people just like to hang out there for the day because it's nice and protected. It keeps the water calm. It's a really clean beach. You can have food delivered. There's lots of people out there playing, and there's lots of beach up in front of it off the water. Right when you get out of that channel, you're gonna be on the Colorado River, and there's a pretty good current. Water stays nice and cold, but that's gonna take you south. If you head right, or basically south down the river, you're gonna go right into the Topot Gorge. It's another 5 mile an hour zone. It's real pretty, it's nice and calm usually, but there's also another little dock and restaurant there on the water that you can actually get food or lunch out there. Food's really good. If you guys didn't bring anything on the boat, you can always stop there and grab lunch. It's really fun. Let's go ahead and jump into what we're really here for. Let's check out that cabin. So when you walk up to the cabin, there's a nice little private walkway all the way up to the front. Sorry for the filming here at night. We were having so much fun. I totally forgot to film during the day, but it's really easy to get to from the parking lot. They have these little key cards that are remote that you just tap the door and it unlocks. Once you open it up, you walk right into the living room. It's nice, not too big, not too small, but there's definitely enough room for adults to sit around in the living room. There's really big TV in the living room, lots of glass and windows. Everything was shaded if we need it. There's some stairs there. That was probably the only thing we didn't like, was how steep the stairs were. But there's privacy curtains for the upstairs. It's kind of like an overlook loft, but there's lots of space here in the living room where you can actually set things. We brought in a lot of our ice chests, but we were really happy with the kitchen. It said full amenities on the description on the website, but we didn't know exactly what that meant. But when they were saying full amenities, I mean, it was full. They have a full-size stove. All the drawers are fully stocked with all the utensils you could want. The barbecue outside, same thing, full of propane. There was no limits on it. Pots, pans, silverware, everything. Full-size microwave, full-size stove, full-size fridge. They even had a dishwasher. I mean, the whole place was pretty much decked out with more than what we expected. We were kind of thinking that it was gonna be maybe more camping style and they were gonna have a few things for us, but I mean, they had everything here. So that was one of the big things with us and the kids, was having everything that we needed while we were there. And even if you need to do laundry, they had laundry there. So downstairs you have a little closet. You have the laundry, like I said, and then you go right into the spare bedroom. The master bedroom's upstairs, so this was the smaller of the 2 bedrooms, but you have a full-size or a queen bed, another TV, a little bit of storage. They made the most out of all the space. It is a little bit tight, but again, for camping or being out right by the water, it was perfect. So as you leave, you can see there's a little closet to my left. That was a nice big closet. You could actually put anything you want or hang things up. Downstairs, there's a full-size bath. Had a full vanity, toilet, shower, and bathtub. For the kids, it was really nice having the bathtub there. They came with everything. I wasn't even expecting it, but they even had all the little fancy soaps and towels that you need or you might expect at a hotel. So being there right at the beach, we weren't expecting that, but they had this thing decked out just like you would expect in any type of hotel. So now that we're at the stairs, that's the only thing we had to really complain about was the stairs were a little bit steep, but I get it. This is kind of like a tiny home. They made the most out of it. But right when you get up the stairs, to your left here is the balcony. It's a private little balcony right off the master. Again, enough room for adults to hang out. They give you some chairs and some tables. And if it was daytime, you could actually see out to the water right there. And you can also look right out to the parking lot on most of these. You can probably see where your vehicle's parked. They let you pick a parking spot that are right in front of your little tiny cabin. So in the master bedroom, you got a full-size king bed. You got full-size nightstands. You have another closet. You have a full-size TV. And then you get a full bathroom. They have the toilet rooms separate. So it's nice because you do have some privacy. You have the dual sinks. And then we have a nice big walk-in shower, glass door, fully tile. These things were really nice. It was just as much as we would expect in any hotel, except we were feet from the river. But the best part was waking up to this view every morning. You could walk right on your balcony. There was enough privacy to where you felt like you had this all to yourself. The cabins are staggered enough to where you don't see your neighbors right up on top of you, but you can look right out on the water. You can see your boat, you can see all the other boats, and you can go right down on the boardwalk, walk on the beach, and it's all yours. So I hope you guys liked that video. Maybe it was a little helpful answering some questions, get you an idea of what it looks like inside those cabins. I wish I could have found a video or something that was a little bit more descriptive than what they had on their website, but wanted to share it with you guys, something that somebody might be missing out on because they don't know. It was a good value. I think we paid maybe $260, $270 a night because it was a marina cabin, but the cabins by the beach were just over $300 depending on what holiday it is. So not too bad for what it was. We definitely weren't disappointed with what they gave us. It had everything that we needed. Everybody there was helpful. It has a really nice secluded feel, and a lot of people on the busy months will come upriver and you'll see everybody out on the beach. And even if you don't even have a boat, you could stay there in the cabin and you have that whole beach to yourself, or for at least people who are staying there. So you have a nice beach and sand that you can walk to. There's food and restaurants nearby. And Needles is just down the road, so if you do have to run into town, it's not too far of a drive in case you forget something. But we found out that we pretty much had everything there in that cabin. We're totally happy with it, and I definitely recommend it. Hopefully you guys like that video and it's helpful. If you don't know, my videos that I normally make are about DIY and building and all that kind of stuff, but we do like to take the boat out and we do a lot of stuff on the water out in the summer. So maybe I'll make some more videos about that. Maybe I'll break down some stuff about this boat here, because again, there's not a lot of videos out there that do a full detailed breakdown. And when we were trying to buy the boat, we didn't really know what to look for or what we were getting ourselves into. So maybe I'll make a video about that later, but otherwise, subscribe, stay tuned. We're gonna have lots of fun stuff on this channel, and I hope this was really good, and I hope you guys like it.